We had a full moon this morning at like 6 a.m. on the Pacific Coast. I didn't even think about it yesterday. And I was talking all about release and surrender and the death energy. That's the thing. We really don't need to like obsess over the transits. We don't need to worry too much about what's going on in the sky because we're going to reflect it anyway. We're going to live out the transits anyway. We can't really help it. We can try to avoid it in one way or try to do something with the energies in one way, but it might end up being something completely different. We should always be letting go. We should always be surrendering. But there is that. And then there's also the fact that Mars is opposite Uranus. I didn't think about that either. This is interesting. This kind of adds to this whole surrender energy. Mars is about severing, right? It's about cutting, about separation. It's the god of war, right? And then Uranus. Uranus is the planet of unexpected changes, earthquakes, electricity, eccentricity, revolution, rebellion. So if something unexpected didn't happen yesterday, maybe it's going to happen today. Or maybe this is just the cutting we need, okay? And I do think, okay, so Mars being in Sagittarius, all right? Us approaching this Mercury retrograde very, very swiftly. Where are our beliefs? Where are our beliefs holding us back? Where do we need to reevaluate how we think, okay? Because that's what retrogrades are. They're a reevaluation time. It's time to slow down our thought process, okay? Slow down our thinking. Take it easy. Look, slowest movie night. It's time to reread the chapter, reevaluate, and get a chance to redo or not. I want us to really think about how when we grip onto our beliefs, that's the Hierophant reversed, you know, how it becomes the devil. How our beliefs can keep us stuck, right? Even if they start out being good and righteous, okay? So yeah, it's time to slow down. I could see some like intense heated conversations happening. Sag, like politics or religion, stuff like this. You know, you don't want to fight about that stuff. That's really going to cause some separation. That's really going to cause some severing in your relationship. You know what I mean? So watch out for that. Okay? Always consider that we don't know anything. All right? Even me, who like when I'm channeling, I get so serious about certain like ideas, certain theories, but they change over time. My beliefs change. I leave room for that. We always must have this beginner's mind. Okay? It's what they call it in yoga and Buddhism, to continuously have a beginner's mind, to stay open, to stay flexible. This is really important. Otherwise, we become this. We don't want that. We don't want to be chained by our beliefs. Okay, what's the tarot gotta say for today? 3 of Wands. Yeah, we need to stay open. This is about having open beliefs. Okay? Not one way or another, not black or white, not this or that. Not one way is right and the other way is wrong, but a third way. It can be a third way. And we also have this, I kept seeing this too. Ace of Pentacles. It's a new opportunity, a new beginning. Maybe we need to stay open for the possibility of something stable in our life, a gift coming in. Someone's got their ships coming in. What I always say is he goes from being in the narrow canyon, only seeing from a narrow perspective, to then standing up on the cliff and being able to see all of these different possibilities. This is remaining in the 3, like the Empress, right? Like we see the Page of Wands here too. And he's about staying excited, right? And that's the thing. I always say this. This is a similar thing that I say from the Tower, when we go from the Tower to the Star. When we go from losing something, when something doesn't work out, this is good for Mars opposite Uranus, because there could be some things that we need to let go of. There could be some relationships that aren't what we expected them to be. Friendships, relationships, jobs, whatever it is. Like there could be some Tower moments happening, right? But there's this moment when we go from seeing through the narrow windows of the Tower to then getting excited for all the possibilities that are to come, you know? When we lose something, it creates room for more, right? So get excited about this new beginning that's upon you. It's really nice. Okay. Ooh, the Chariot. Let's see if that comes back out. Anything else? Other messages do we need for today? There's the Chariot again. Sometimes when a bunch, so this is how I read, when there's more than like 2 that fall out, then I look at the one on the bottom. Look at him peeking out. Someone's moving forward with an offer, on a pentacle, on a opportunity. Someone's moving forward on an opportunity, or they're leaving something or someone behind. They're taking into account their own life, their own body. That's what I say. That's what I say about the fucking Page of Pentacles. You know? The greatest gift is the gift of having a body. What are you going to do with it? Don't waste your time. Move the forward. Build your life on your passions and your joys, okay? We need to have more celebration. Get what you deserve. No more breadcrumbing. You deserve to have something that is real, something that's built to last, something that's stable. Okay? I really like this energy, guys. This is really nice for today. There is an opportunity here. Stay open for it. Stay open for the possibilities. If you think too much, get all black and white in your thinking, then you're not going to be successful. Then you're not going to even see the opportunities pop up. Okay? Someone's got an opportunity coming. What is this opportunity? Maybe it's just the fact that we have a life. What are you going to do with your days? How are you going to live your life, right? You know what you want. The Lovers, number 6. Go after it. Chariot, number 7. Okay. Anything else from the tarot? Anything else? We had like a huge storm pass through. Now the sun is shining. I wonder if we have a rainbow. 10 of Cups. Judgment. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with your life? What are you going to do with your time? Every day is Judgment Day. Every day we have an opportunity to get up and do what we came here to do. To live our life. Follow our destiny. To answer the call. Okay? Don't always know what's going to happen. We don't always know. We just have to put one foot in front of the other. We have to resist temptation. Okay? We have to face our fears of the unknown and know that something really good is out there for us. We have to surrender so that we can be caught again. Temperance, moderation, balance. Someone's finally finding balance. That's beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful read. What did I say? I said the 10 of Cups. The rainbow after the storm, guys. The rainbow after the storm. Yep. Death and then temperance, just like yesterday. Get to the 14. Once you surrender. Once you surrender. 10 of Cups, guys. There's the Queen of Wands. Okay. You know I can't stop. I have such a problem stopping. I got a problem. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups and the Knight of Cups. Oh, and the 2 of Cups. You know I can't not have it. Stay open to the possibility of getting what you want, all right? Unexpected things can happen all the time. Let the towers fall. Let the towers fall so that you can get to your star, all right? Stop looking through the narrow windows and start getting excited about all the possibilities for your future, okay? Maybe it doesn't work out with one person. Maybe it doesn't work out with one job. Maybe it doesn't work out with one friend, okay? But the possibilities are always there. This is possible for you. You just need to get out of your own head. You just need to rise up. Another thing that I really wanted to talk about, that it came up a lot in my reading yesterday, and it sucks. I really sometimes just want to clarify things as I go throughout my day, and I kind of figure out what the message really was that was trying to come through, because I'm translating these messages that are coming in from spirit. But basically, with the Mars opposite Uranus, with this full moon, I kept getting the soul contract thing, right? Well, there's going to be lots of soul contracts completing with this. I really believe that this is really positive. Oh my God, I just cut to the King of Wands. Reversed. We're cutting some soul contracts. Some are ending. It's hard to say this, but basically, like, what was coming through so strong was that Mars-Uranus stuff, you know, and the full moon. There's agreements, contracts, vows that you've made from the other side, you know, that you have made from the other side. Where did that go? That you're done with. There it is. There's some soul contracts ending, okay? We're completing things so that we can actually come into alignment with our true divine counterparts. That's why this whole divine counterpart keeps coming up. And it will work for anyone. Any of this is going to work for you, because either you're no matter what the relationship is, it's a soul contract, okay? No matter what the relationship is, they're a soulmate. If you get close enough to someone where you're in a relationship with them, then they're a soulmate. Then there's someone who is here to teach you something, because we can't be in contact with the other, first house to seventh house. We can't be in contact with the other for very long before we start learning from the other. We are all everyone else's teachers, okay? So everyone is playing the game with you. We're all here to help each other advance along the spiritual path so that we can beat the game. We're playing a game here. We're trying to beat the game of life, right? And so this is what it's all about, right? These people that we get close enough with, it means that they're our homies that we've been playing the game of life with for a really long time, okay? But we have to figure out whether or not the contract is to learn and then come together, or learn and then separate, you know? We have to notice our own patterns. We have to notice our cycles. We have to do what we don't usually do, okay? Every relationship is here to teach us, and so that we can become closer to finding union and finding our happily ever after, all right? So we can find our true soul family that we're supposed to be with in this lifetime. Like some of our soul family, we decided to play against each other in this lifetime. Sometimes they're on the other team, all right? But basically with the Mars-Uranus thing, we're completing some shit. I think you guys are really getting it. You're seeing what it is that's needed. The Akashic Records, that's why that whale card keeps coming up, right? You're seeing what is needed and what is needed to be learned. And you're knowing knowing what you need to do. That's the moon. You need to face your fucking fears. You need to walk away. You need to surrender. So yeah, this is unexpected ending of soul contracts. Unexpected liberation, right? Uranus, liberation, freedom, rebellion, okay? This is tower moment. But remember what I always say is that tower moments are always good. Tower moments are always good because a tower was always built on a faulty foundation. We want the tower to come down so that we can start building on that Four of Wands, right? So we can build our life on something stable, on something committed, on something that's righteous, on something that's moving up. On something balanced, on something reciprocated. We're seeing clearly now. You go through the moon, you get to the sun. Someone is getting to their fucking sunshine. Everything is clear now. Everything's clear now, okay? We're breaking the old fuck yeah. So we can get to here. Look, breaking the soul contract. Breaking the vows. So we can find our happily ever after. 555.